What is up, guys? Welcome back. It has been a long time. As you guys know from watching previous videos, you guys know that I have been on the road a lot this year, and I've actually been doing a lot of the Gridlife events, and so we are back. I am here with Farouk, and I have a lot of stuff to tell you. We are in Michigan. You guys can see I don't even know what part of Michigan we are at, but we are in here at the machine shop, pretty close to the track, about 2 hours, where we're going to Wisconsin to pick up his new 2J, and yeah, I'll explain it in just a minute, but let's go in, let's get it, and kind of explain what's going on. Wiener dogs are like my favorite dogs. Let's see, we got a cool shop right here, machine shop, building a lot of cool stuff. I don't know if I'm allowed to show you everything, but we're gonna sneak over here. Look, for those of you that know me, you guys know that I have actually used to be a tech for Lotus. I built Lotus Cup cars. I never built them quite like this though. For all my Honda guys, we got a K-swap turbo in this Elise. And here in just a minute, after Farouk gets done talking, we're gonna go over kind of what happened with the 2J. Here she is, all wrapped up. Look, man, this shop just keeps on going. Woo. Check this thing out. Full drag slicks. Damn, this thing is sick. See all the machining stuff. This dude's super knowledgeable, has a lot of cool projects. All right, so we're loading up, and then I'll explain everything, I promise. But this is the idea. We're putting the 2J in here, the workhorse. We get the, yeah, baby. We gotta always make sure we get the minivan on these trips so we can do stuff like this. We move a lot of terraces, which are big 75-inch TVs, and yeah, rigs, all kind of stuff. And so right now, like I said, we're gonna load it up, and I will make sure that he explains, I'll explain. There's a whole lot of stuff that happened in South Haven, Michigan about 4 weeks ago, and so it was catastrophic, hence the new engine. But yeah, we'll explain it. I'll drop a couple videos, short clips, not videos, short clips, so you guys can kind of see what happened, hear what happened, and yeah, we're gonna go from there. It's gonna be a wild week, and we're gonna document everything, which I'm super pumped on. But this guy Andy and his shop has been super gracious, super helpful, and yeah, we're gonna hopefully get a pro car running this week. All right, so we just arrived at Gingerman Raceway. Farouk is over there. He's talking to James with Gridlife. You can see this is Gingerman Raceway in South Haven, Michigan. It's actually the point of where we were at about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And now it is story time. Right now we are walking over to the truck and trailer. We actually have left this here for the last like I said, 3 or 4 weeks. You can see the grass up underneath the truck, nice and long, while everything else is cut down. But okay, so this is what happened. We had driven out here for Gridlife, South Haven, Michigan. It was a 42-hour drive. Farouk and I hopped in this old bad boy and hit the road and took the pro car out here. It's an S14 with a 2J. And so our plan that didn't go as planned was for us to be able to bring the car out here. We're also doing the sim rigs for each of the Gridlife events. We have 7 sim rigs that, you know, people that come to Gridlife are able to drive, do road racing. I think there's a drift one, but we haven't done that yet. We've just done the road racing one, and yeah, so we set it up for it. It's a good time, but the main thing that we wanted to do was bring the car out and be able to drive. So we went out on one lap. Kind of felt it out, see what was going on. Mind you, the week before was Fuel Fest. Farouk was out giving ride after ride after ride along for probably I don't know, probably 4 hours, 5 hours, and it was hot out. It was like 105, and so he put a lot of laps, he put a lot of mileage, and he put a lot of heat into the 2J, which before bringing it out here seemed like the car was fine. And so we brought it out here and made a lap, and then he really started to push it. I'm gonna drop a clip of what it sounded like here in just a minute, but long story short, so I don't bore you with all of the story time, is we started on the second lap and the engine started to let go. It started making this nasty rod knock, which I thought was the transmission scattered. I was hoping a transmission scattered because he was having a hard time. You could feel it in the shifter, and so wasn't going to be the end of the world, but I thought that the scattered transmission would be something way better than a blown motor. It's a fully built 2J, 900 horsepower all day, FD car. Like, it shouldn't have any issues. For some reason, number 6 let go, and the rod ripped out a hole in the block on the passenger side and kept going, ripped through the oil pan and through the driver's side behind the starter. So sorry, I have like 3 hours of sleep, so it's a little bit right now trying to remember all of the details, but I want to get you guys caught up because this whole video is going to be us and the whole journey. It's currently Tuesday right now, and we have Grid Life this weekend, and you guys are going to actually see us. We have the engine, we picked up the engine you guys just saw from that guy Andy. Hopefully everything's together right. We're going to be putting it in the car either today or early morning tomorrow. We have a storm coming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, unfortunately, but I mean, we're in the Midwest. What are you supposed to do? So our goal is to get the engine built, put together, and at least put it in the car, so that way we are able to put it into the trailer when we get to Wisconsin. The next event is in Wisconsin, about a 6-hour drive, and then we're gonna put the front end of it into the trailer, and then if it starts to rain and sorry, I hit stop recording rather than flipping the camera back around. So yeah, but the front end of the car will be in the trailer. If it starts to rain, at least we'll have some coverage, be able to finish it out and be able to make it out on track and drive this weekend. I'm supposed to be getting some sick footage. I can't wait to do ride along stuff, you know, and you know, actually be out there with the drifters, because it's cool doing the sim rig stuff, but being able to be out in the car driving for the event is going to be... Keys. We got keys. Yeah, we don't even have to jump start it. Woo! Man, it's starting to be a good morning. Okay, so wrap this up real quick. Like I said, there's a whole lot of catching up I'm trying to get you guys all caught up on real quickly, but we actually, the Pro Car's in there, and so we also built, while we were here at Gingerman, because we have seven rigs in there?
7.
Yeah,
yep.
So there's seven rigs that we have to fit in there with a Pro Car, tools, tires, you name it, the kitchen sink, and so we built actually like these like terrace holders that are actually like boards over that. I'll show you guys in a minute, but they're sitting in there, and so we had to go today and get some ratchet straps. Yep. And it's like it is a never-ending adventure.
Being European, I made a loft system. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So now it's a 2-tier loft system. So now we're raceway trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so we didn't have straps to tie it down last time. So right now we are actually going to tie it all down. And then after that, I think we're able to get out of here since we don't have to load TVs, and I'll be driving the truck and the rig. He's gonna be driving the van, and we're headed 5 hours to Wisconsin. And that's where you guys are gonna really see where the real magic happens, because we have the engine to build, we have to put it in the car, we have to dodge the storm, and we have to create a storm of our own and drive the hell out of this weekend. So let's get to it. Currently at Chicago Skyway toll bridge number 3 on the same road. I don't know how many of you live around the Bay Area, but usually when you cross a bridge you pay one way. I've paid 3 the same way. Well, about to be 3. So this is wild, and it's like $4.90, $5, $4 a pop. So it's highway robbery, man. All right, we're here. We made it to Road America. We're out here in Sheboygan County, Wisconsin. This track is sick, and we haven't even made it inside yet, but seeing the hills and everything, it's gonna be so much fun. in the drift car. But yeah, we're gonna try and figure out where to go. You can see like all the stuff for Gridlife is like being set up here. All the trailers are being dropped off. This place is humongous. I'm super stoked on this. I'm gonna get back to you in just a few because I don't know where we're going. Farouk doesn't really know where we're going. And we gotta find James or somebody that we know with Gridlife. So yeah, back in a minute. All right, what's up guys? Good morning. We are out here at the beautiful Road America out here in Wisconsin. I believe it's Sheboygan County, Plymouth, Wisconsin, and we are back here for Gridlife for this weekend. And it has already started. It's become quite a project, but as you guys can see, we are in the process of putting together this 2J, literally in probably the worst setting possible, but we are determined to drive. And so we've been kind of just brainstorming, putting stuff together, all the accessory stuff and everything on this new engine because we are trying to get it in the car today. And I haven't vlogged this kind of process because we've also been like kind of, is this gonna work? And so we're gonna make it work and I'm super pumped on it. But yeah, we've kind of had to brainstorm, make sure we have all our ducks in a row, have the parts. We've had to run to like Toyota. We've had to run 3 hours out of the way to get a couple you know, nuanced parts, but we are here and we're getting it together and I'm stoked about it. And yeah, I'm not gonna bore you with any more of this. Let's cut to the time lapse of putting it in the car. As you guys can see from the bomb that's kind of gone off, everything open, everything spread apart, tables, all kind of crap. We're actually making some progress. We spent the better part of today. It's Friday. Gridlife is going on. You can see everybody's here. RTR's here. Alex Martini here. Big shout out to this guy too. I'll link his thing down here. A lot of you probably know who he is, but he's been about the raddest person that I've ever ran into. And so he's been helpful. We've talked kind of shit to shit. I'd even do a little collab with him. I don't know. We've been talking about it, so I'm kind of excited about that. But we are almost there. We're putting oil in the oil pump. We're setting up new cooler lines. And now we're also putting turbo stuff together. You can see it's starting to look like a whole ass motor. So I think we're gonna keep rocking on this. I think we have a dyno appointment at like 8 in the morning, and then hopefully Saturday, main day, we're gonna be out here ripping, driving with this guy, hopefully driving with all these people, and there's just been a lot of rad cars here, a lot of cool people, but yeah, time to get back to work.
60 PSI.
Yeah, baby. All right, y'all can see it's dark. Wrapping up, but we have everything together. You can see it is ready to fire, ready to run. So that being said,